Hi there, welcome back to the Roundtable. I'm your host, Steven, and I'm back
Geo.
in the theaters. This time out, we went to go see The Beekeeper. You want to go first?
Man, that's too much complicated words over here.
All right, so want me to go first?
No, go for it.
All right. So the movie stars Jason Statham, Felicia Rashad, Emmy Raver Lampin, Jeremy Irons, Josh Hutcherson,
Yeah.
and we'll leave it at that. Old school, I'd say 80s, 90s action flick. For the most part, I was entertained. The only thing I think it's in Jason Statham's contract that he can't lose a fight. He hardly ever gets hurt, and this continues the trend that he beats up 500 guys with no problem. But all in all, if you like old school, like the old Stallone flicks, the old Schwarzenegger, like Commando, Cobra, Tango and Cash, The Expendables. If you like that old school stuff, it's a fun time in the theater. It's a nice kickback to the old day action flicks. Jason Statham is always, I think, a pretty good actor. He's decent in what he does, and this is no different than any other film he's done. He's consistent, and I'll give him that.
That's it.
That's all
First,
I got.
he's wrong. He does get injured. He gets stabbed
At the
and he
end.
gets cut.
At the end.
Now this movie, on the Rotten Tomato was 18%, or I think it was 18%, and people's view was 89%. And I'm kind of those people that enjoyed it. It's a pure action movie. I won't go as far as the 80s as he says. To me, it's like a John Wick mixed with Equalizer, okay, and a bit more towards John Wick style. So if John Wick, example, if he was Deathstroke, this guy here is more like Batman. Going on the Marvel point of view,
DC?
no, that's DC, that's Batman. Duh.
DC, you said Marvel. You said
Like
Marvel.
Marvel point of view would be that Jason Statham would have been Daredevil, and John Wick will be the Punisher, because John Wick is the evil guy. Okay, he's a hitman. He kills whatever's on contract. We don't know if he killed nice people or good people. Now this guy here is pure nice person. Okay, but he has a limitation, And for me, what happens is this: the movie was incredible until near the end. The end will come to the point. I don't want to ruin the example. Let's say chalet there. That's where it went, like John Wick, the last one, when John Wick with the all the fighting scenes going up and down the stairs and everything. You're like, come on, seriously, you can't take a breather. At least you got a super serum that you inject yourself and you get the second energy boost life. Same thing with him. He's fighting all these super agents, okay, for the government, those kind of things, and he makes through it. So at a certain point, at the end, it came too Hollywood for me. But from the beginning until near that chateau there, loved it. The action flick was good, was realistic, like in an action kind of style. Like it was one-on-one, it was more attacking, like he was divide and conquer, sabotage them, attack, and everything. So just straight up, I like, this could be another franchise with John Wick, going against John Wick kind of sense. Like the Equalizer, it's more realistic. And this is more into the same genre as John Wick. But as I said, in the other side. So I agree with him to a certain point as example with that chalet. If you go see this movie, look, it's a pure action movie. You'll enjoy. I mean, it's not an Oscar award-winning movie there. But then again, if it would have been an Oscar-winning movie, I'll be falling asleep. At least this one here, I was very well entertained and everything. So the it's action-packed. As I said, near the ending, that's where you're like, okay, now it's a bit over. If you what he should have done, for example, is if he had, example, because since it's all new technology and everything, he had a little gadget that his face would change just pressing it. So he would easily blend through people and everything until near the end, it kind of malfunctions because of all the other fightings he did. Then it would have been more realistic. But there was too much fighting, too much shooting around, and nobody is able to kill him from in front of, or shooting him from the back. Like these guys have rifles and everything, so they don't see him going up the stairs. Nobody, like for example, 200 feet away or whatever, shoots him, and they're everywhere. So that's to me is like kind of They could have been more realistic if they had a face mask that changes his costume, everything more like when people, yeah, but it's too special effect, but it would make more sense. So for me, I agree with the audience. I really did enjoy it. Not an 89. I will go to a 79. Like that 80 is because it's the ending. To me, it's like it was almost touche, was wow, but then it bothered me. It's like, come on, going up the stairs. And you know what the thing is? He's walking like he owns the world. It's like he has a vision of seeing all around him, 360s around. Like if he had drones flying around, and he had and the drone were interacting into his brain, giving him information. They don't understand why he's walking. But no, you're walking like there's a sniper. Like how do you know there's not a sniper around somewhere? Yeah, I'm being too realistic. There you go. But overall, I really did enjoy it. I mean, it's a theater movie. Pay full price. If you want to pay full price, you have to be a pure action lover.
Yeah, action lover.
Or you like Jason Statham, or you don't. You have to love pure action, and you're willing to let it go, like the realistic part and everything. You'll enjoy it. But for me, this is like a cheapo night. You know, I'll even willing to pay $5 more, but pay full price. No, the last part bothers me. That's all. That's it is. That's it. I talked too much already, as it is.
Yeah. So if I can go back, the story is basically he's called a beekeeper, and he's from an organization called the Beekeepers, who work outside the parameters. Let's say the FBI, the CIA. So if they go wrong, they're there to fix it. And he's a retired beekeeper who befriends Felicia Rashad's character, who gets her money stolen from these cyber...
Which is based close to reality.
Yeah,
all these hikers, these scammers and everything. Yeah. And I like the concept. That's why like John, what's it called? John Wick, sorry, thank you very much. I like the concept. He was a hitman, so and this one here, it's called like not the FBI and everything. And these people was like with somebody in the law, in the White House. Anybody goes against the house, the hive. They're the one who go there and they'll do what they have to do to make the hive survive. Even if they have to kill the queen bee, because queen bee also makes other eggs. There's other queen bees there to replace her, right? In a sense, him or her, whatever. Okay. And I love that concept.
Yeah,
that
good.
Concept that they have one agenda, is to make the beehive function. And personally, that concept I love it to a T. It makes completely sense. And then there, example, you see politician that will take the truth and they'll change it, like the part when what's his name, Jeremy Iron. He's talking to all these hitmen. Oh, this guy is corrupted and he's this and this and that. He's talking about Jason Statham. How he takes the truth and changes it to make him a villain and himself, Mr. Iron over there, as an angel. Like I'm innocent and everything, you know. And I love it because we know there's a lot of people, especially politicians. Okay, they'll tell us don't do this, don't do that. But when they get caught doing what they tell us not to do, oh no, I didn't. They play all the little innocent little cards thing, and the PR comes out. Well, he didn't understand. They make themselves feel as they're the victim. So personally, there's a lot of truth in there. That's what I like about it. There's a lot of truth with politicians. We don't know how crooked they are, but they all say, "Oh no, we're not," and that's what I like about it. Because it's trying to show like some truth that the politicians are just like us, or worse. And the concept is, I like the concept. I really do like the concept.
It was good, yeah.
It could be this could be a John Wick franchise, but in the opposite side.
Maybe I'm not sure it's as good as John Wick was, but I was entertained. Is it enough to make a sequel? I don't know. Would I pay full price? No. Cheapy night? Yeah. Like I said, Jason Statham is consistent. He plays a believable character, and you kind of hope that he wins, and he does that well. But again, like I said, he goes through 500 guys, and it's just at the end this one guy.
Like John Wick.
But again, that's my issue with John Wick as well, right?
No, you liked it less. John Wick 3.
I liked it, but I said the ending was a little too much, right?
Yeah, after
And
you
this
hear
one,
me,
and
my
this one
opinion.
too, and this one too.
This one here,
But
it's the same thing.
it's the same thing, but
At least John Wick, like this one here, makes a bit sense because the reason they're in that chateau, and a lot of times with the reason these agents can't fire him because there's a lot of innocent victims around them who are a lot of big bucks, so they don't want to get convicted in a wrong crime and everything, because it was a lot of like. But the thing is, there was still too much. Like John Wick and this one here, if you can forgive John Wick number 3, you can forgive him. They went to Hollywood near the ending. Like sometimes more action doesn't mean it's better.
yeah, I agree.
Like before, in the beginning, from the beginning until then, there was less action. Like there was action, but not but I appreciate it. It was like to me, it was like I just automatically go, oh, it's like The Equalizer or John Wick number 1 or 2. When I find it was less Hollywood. Now it's example they want to say, oh, let's furnish the people. They want action, oh, mega action. And to me, it's the geeks over here were like, and he's still alive.
Yeah.
I don't think so.
Yeah.
You know, so to a point that which we both agree to disagree, kind of sense.
Right.
And I'm not talking no more.
So I'm gonna say Cheapy Night. It's okay for me.
Yeah, myself cheapo night. But if you're a pure action fanatic,
Yeah.
then you decide when you want to go.
If you need a fix from the Equalizer or John Wick,
Yeah,
it's a good substitute, I think.
and it's 10 times better than Expendable or what's the Fast and the Furious.
Eh,
Let's not go there. But that's what I'm saying. You at least you go out there enjoying it. But to pay $20, you have to love action.
yeah.
Ridiculous action. Let's put it this way, ridiculous.
I
So that's
agree.
it. Yeah, I agree with him too.
All right, so that's our review of the Beekeeper. So we would like you all to behave, be nice, and hit that like button and subscribe to the channel.
He buzzes me when he does that.
A little bit of honey, huh?
Shit, man. You sting me badly.
So that's us being out, okay? Be good. Ciao.
And subscribe, then press the likes.
Ciao.
Ciao.